Morning, IHSA football family. I do not know what's going on. I've had some problems with my Instagram Live, so sorry to the Instagram Live viewers. I couldn't get Instagram Live on for Coach Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. But welcome to Breakfast with Coach Big Pete, episode 13, week 13. And the semifinals are over with, and we had some great games. And again, the cold. I forgot to do the intro. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. If you have any questions, my email again, coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, still doing free recruiting advisement sessions. So recruits, parents, if you want to schedule your free recruiting advisement session, my email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Doing it till December 15th, 14th. So, yeah. And December 3rd on the Deep Dish Football Facebook page. And it's going to be broadcast on all the other pages as well in a simulcast. Going to be doing a free recruiting seminar December 3rd. If you have any questions, please send your questions. They will be answered on air. Again, my email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. And if you like the work, feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal, VENMO link below in the bio, in the description section. And again, if you want to ask a question, please ask a question on the Coach Big Pete Facebook page, because I don't see it on the Deep Dish page or the DuPage Run and Shoot show as well. Also, next week, next Sunday, is the series finale of Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. It's done. It's over. Next week, next Sunday, join. Feel free to join. It's going to be at 9 a.m. next Sunday as we talk about the state final games and wrap everything up as we get through the 2022 season. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. And we got Thanksgiving this week, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And Deep Dish Football Live will be at 4 p.m., not 4:30 p.m., as always, before Thanksgiving on Wednesday. And then my show with Patrick Codo, 7 p.m., DuPage Run and Shoot show. That's going to be coming out hopefully by 9-10 p.m. as well. So it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited as we get into the state final game. So let's get started. And again, make sure you fill out the Deep Dish Football recruiting questionnaire, recruits. It's on deepdishfootball.com. Email me the info. Please read the whole article again. And do not pay for recruiting services. It's an absolute scam. All right. So, again, cold. Cold took advantage of some teams. Especially made some to play some great players into slow players. A lot of drop balls, a lot of drop passes, and again, like I said, when it gets cold, the ball turns into a brick. And again, I think Lamont took full advantage of that, and I know Lamont also had some problems too passing too against East St. Louis, but Lamont actually lost that one in a tough fought game. Tri-Valley, Providence Catholic get the big time upsets. I know I told a lot of St. Francis fans that that Providence Catholic was good. They didn't think it was going. They didn't think it was going to be a test. They thought that St. Francis was absolutely going to run the tables on Providence Catholic. It was going to be an absolute win. It was going to be a running clock. I told you. I told you. So, and I thought St. Francis was going to win that game, but they didn't. I'm eating crow. I'm eating shit. Congratulations to Providence Catholic on a great win, and just an unbelievable story for you guys. You guys were battle tested this whole season, and it's good to see. And congratulations. Second, Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley gets the big upset over Mara Forsyth. Tri-Valley is looking sort of like a team of destiny. Congratulations to Tri-Valley. Also, St. Teresa beats Johnson City. I want to give a big shout to Johnson City. Give a big shout to the Black Diamond Conference. Great season, guys. Great season to that whole Johnson City team. Nothing to hang your head on. You guys played your butts off, and you guys got to the semifinals. That's something to be really proud of, and I'm happy to see it. So congratulations to you guys. Also, I'm looking at, yeah. And again, I talked about that. All right, so let's get to the things. As usual, Camp Point Central absolutely wins over Ridgeview Lexington. I think a lot of people were a little bit shocked. I really wasn't. Camp Point Central is that damn athletic. Tri-Valley wins Merrill Forsyth. St. Teresa beats Johnson City. Johnson City, again, big shout out to them. IC beats Bryan. IC beats Bryan big time. Again, IC was a lot better than last season. Again, IC did win, but Bryan beat IC last season. If Bryan beats IC last season, what does that mean when you say private schools recruit? Because Bryan beat IC. What's the excuse that IC beat Bryan this year? Come on, stop using it. It's a tired trope. It's a tired comment. Private schools recruit. Great. So do public schools. So come on. Let's be real over here. Let's not bullshit. There's a lot of private schools that recruit. A lot of public schools that recruit. So come on. Can we stop using it? It's getting old. And I'm a public school guy, as you can see. God bless the Westmont Sentinels. But yes, private schools do. They have getting students from all over, players all over. Private schools, public schools have been caught recruiting. We know some public schools that still recruit. Wink, wink. We've seen it in the IHSA transfer portal, and that's what it is. Literally, it's the fucking IHSA transfer portal. That's what it is. So let's not bullshit. Come on, people. All right. Williamsville beats Toledo Unity in a tough fought game. Big shout to Toledo Unity. Great season by Toledo Unity, but Williamsville won. And again, big thing is going to be, I'm going to say this to IC, do not get cocky. This Williamsville team is the real deal. They have the talent. Providence Catholic beats St. Francis. We talked about this. Big shout to Providence Catholic. Big shout to the running tech. And big shout to the defense of Providence Catholic. Sacred Heart Griffin beats Rochester. Wins. Comes back from a 28-point deficit. Ken Leonard has one more game. And his last game will be a state title game. Congratulations to the Sacred Heart Cyclones and legend Ken Leonard. Congratulations to Rochester on a great season. Because I know a lot of people were saying, well, Rochester's going to have an absolute garbage season. They ain't going to. Well, they made it to the semifinals. So come on. Give credit where credit's due. And again, conspiracy theorists. Stop. No. Take off the tinfoil hats. Derek Leonard did not say after, you know what, I'm going to let my dad win this game. Conspiracy theorists, no. Bad conspiracy theorists. IHSA football conspiracy theorists, no. That's a no. You're an idiot if you think that. Nazareth versus Sycamore. Nazareth wins. Tough fought game. Congratulations to Sycamore on a hell of a season. They went far. I thought Sycamore was actually going to win this game. My personal feeling. But Nazareth won. Big shout out to the Roadrunners, but also a huge congratulations to Sycamore on a great season. Nazareth gets to the state final, and Tim Rackey, he deserves it. All the shit he went through in the offseason, but big shout out to him. Peoria beats Morris. Congratulations to Peoria football. Peoria football gets the big time scores. About 70, puts 70, I think it was 79 or 70 something over Morris. Morris, again, great season. Morris was able to compete with this Peoria team, but Peoria was just too much. Washington had an unbelievable game. Congratulations to Peoria. Prairie Ridge. The Prairie Ridge Wolves beat St. Ignatius. Prairie Ridge gets to the state finals, and like I said, This team can give trouble to East St. Louis. They can give trouble to East St. Louis. I'm telling you that right now. Like last year with Cary Grove. But we will see what happens. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And St. Ignatius, hell of a season too. I don't think I thought people that were when they were talking, and I mentioned in a couple radio shows that I did, that St. Ignatius was a lot better than they were last year. And you saw it, especially with their offensive line too. So it's good to see St. Ignatius. Hopefully they take the next step into the state finals. Congratulations to St. Ignatius on the big thing. But Prairie Ridge, hell, the great season, by the way. And keep an eye out for Mr. Tinch of Prairie Ridge. He's a defensive lineman. He's a hell of a player, and he's going to be a top recruit in the state of Illinois. So keep an eye out for him. East St. Louis beats Lamont. Lamont had 14 points on East St. Louis the first part of the game, but East St. Louis manages to come back. Tough fought game. Congratulations to East St. Louis. They make the travel up to Lamont to get the big win. East St. Louis versus Prairie Ridge. That's going to be a hell of a game. Mount Carmel gets the big win over St. Rita. They took off at the end of the fourth quarter. St. Rita had a turnover, then they fumbled it. Mount Carmel got the ball back. Then Mount Carmel scored. And then Mount Carmel forced them to punt. Then they scored again, and that pretty much put the nail in the coffin. Mount Carmel wins. Kuskas, this was his last game. Legend of St. Rita. He is current, and he will be stepping down as St. Rita's coach. But again, Mount Carmel, Jordan Lynch, absolutely dominating. Batavia versus Lake Zurich. Batavia gets the big win. The Batavia Bulldogs are going to the state championship again. Lake Zurich, a hell of a season. Again, that was a big first one, big time win. You guys beat Warren Township, and you guys did a wonderful season. Had a wonderful season. Big shout to Coach Plants. Batavia makes it to the state finals. Lincoln Way East crushes Glenbard West. Big shout to Lincoln Way East. Those Griffins, I'll tell you, they, with the maturation process and their growth from week 1 to now, has been unbelievable. They have young talent. Lincoln Way East, this is a dynasty. I'm telling you, people. Keep an eye out for Lincoln Way East. Loyola Academy. Oh, man. Loyola Academy absolutely wins over a York team that was just an absolutely great story. And also Glenbard West. Glenbard West will be back. They're always going to be challenging. But I really thought Glenbard West was their year this year. York football. Sad to see a great story happen. They were a hell of a season. Big shout out to York football. They played their butts off. And Fitzgerald, what he's done for that program, and what he did when he got York into the playoffs last season after a loss to Manuka the first round, to now is unbelievable. You're seeing progress made with this program. That's a good thing, and this York team is definitely a team that you got high hopes on for the upcoming and future seasons. Loyola Academy is Loyola Academy. We got an epic 8A matchup with Loyola Academy versus Lincoln Way East. And I'm telling you right now, still one of the more classier programs, big school programs in the state of Illinois, Lincoln Way East. And for Loyola Academy, I think this is what we all expected them to do. There were a few signs where I was worried about this season with Loyola Academy, especially with their games, some of the games that they played, especially the game against they played Fenwick. It was a little bit scary to me to see what they weren't able to do against the Fenwick team. But they did it, and they warmed up. They got hot in the playoffs, and they are now in the state finals, taking on a tough Lincoln Way East team. Congratulations to Loyola Academy. All right, so we get questions, and again, I'm not on Instagram Live. I apologize. Hopefully, we'll try to get up on Deep Dish Football Live 4 p.m. this Wednesday. Going into the finals, who do you think is the top team in the state? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. You're killing me, but it's a good question. Personally, Mount Carmel. I gotta say Mount Carmel. I would say East St. Louis, but you don't know what East St. Louis team you're going to get. Mount Carmel every week has proven why they're the top dogs. Lincoln Way East, I would say third. Fourth, I would say Sacred Heart Griffin. Sacred Heart Griffin as well. But a good question. Thank you, Mr. Thomas. That's a great question, actually. Any other questions? As I get my coffee. All right. Well, that is it. Breakfast with Coach Big Pete. Series finale next week, next Sunday. Last one ever. And it should be a lot of fun. Deep Dish Football Live this Wednesday at 4 p.m. on the Deep Dish Football Facebook page. Instagram viewers, I'm sorry you couldn't get the Instagram Live popping. We'll get that going hopefully by Wednesday. And again, follow me at Coach Big Pete, Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is CoachBigPete@fp@gmail.com. Still doing free recruiting advisement sessions. Schedule your free recruiting advisement session. December 3rd at 3 p.m. on the Deep Dish Football Facebook page and all over the Facebook pages and Instagram Live. Hopefully it will work. My recruiting seminar, the last recruiting seminar ever that I will be doing. And we'll be talking about recruiting and ask your questions via email, send me email and that. So, that is about it. I'm trying to think. If you like my work, feel free to leave a tip/donation via PayPal or VENMO link below or in the bio of this stream. It's in the section in the stream and that. And again, if you have any questions, by the way, I answer questions on Deep Dish Football Live. Send your questions to CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for the questions. And thank you for the comments as well. And yeah, that'd be a hell of a game too. Mount Carmel versus Loyola rematch, definitely. All right, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let's go Bears. Hopefully we can get a win over Falcons team. And hopefully Fields puts on a hell of a show. Definitely. It's gonna be a pretty interesting game. Thank you guys so much for joining and have a lovely, lovely day.